Last time, we traveled to the Repcon test site to clear out some ghouls for Manny Vargas, Novak. Upon entering the building, we were immediately greeted by a man. We will listen to his story and hunt him down, but first, we must engage the few ghouls that have popped up since we arrived. Upon entering, we spot a ghoul behind the counter, drawing our 44 Magnum, which makes a mysterious guitar riff. We put a round on one of their heads. We spot three more coming through a door. Using the same 44 Magnum, we engage, as one flanks us from the right side. Engaging the others, we fire 2 rounds in VATS, blowing both their heads off. But the third has managed to close the distance. Resulting to hip firing, we put a round through its lungs. Successfully. We begin to loot the corpses and find a nightkin on the floor. We loot his stealth boy. We find some Bright Brotherhood members taking their turbo laser rifle and some ammunition. But being over encumbered, we go into our weapons section and ditch some gear we don't use. Fragmentation mines, a laser rifle, and a service rifle. Next, we engage the intercom. Where are you located?
Lost your way. Like I said, find the metal staircase in the big room on the east side of the building.
Alright, I'll come visit you.
Get moving.
We loot this last ghoul as we enter the room, doubling back and heading through a doorway. We search through the area, drawing our 44 Magnum, which makes its mysterious guitar riff. We continue to sweep the whole entire area to ensure we find all enemies and all available loot. We hear ghouls on the other side of this door. Heading out, we find one approaching us, and boy is he an ugly motherfucker. So we drop him with 1 round to his head, blowing it clean off. Another flanks us from the right side, just down the stairwell. As he comes up, I decide to take 2 pot shots at his left leg. Ghouls have weak left legs. We continue to engage, hoping to clear the area of all ghouls. But ultimately, our goal is to hunt down the man we heard on the intercom. Heading out a door, we find ourselves outside of the facility. Heading back in, we continue to look. Messing with my display settings, I decided to engage different colors. We hear the mysterious guitar riff to my 44 Magnum revolver as I draw it. CQB is always best done with a handgun. It would appear we've done a huge loop. Setting back out and out into the front area, I decide to wait for a couple of hours. At this point, I am waiting for 12 hours only so I can listen to the lovely show tunes I have on my radio. It's now 7 a.m. Closer to 8. We hear wind, I believe. Sounds like wind, but for all I know, it's 2 ghouls fornicating in a bathroom. We find another dead Bright Brotherhood. We loot his microfusion cells and some bottle caps. Because everyone knows, nothing says I want to buy a large caliber weapon like some bottle caps. We continue to sweep the area. We find ourselves out in what appears to be a garage loading dock area. We fire a round and VATS with our 44 Magnum and engage the ghouls. Here I decide to engage console commands to make it a little bit brighter so that I may see. Making sure to read all prompts just to be safe. It would appear that I did not engage brightness at this time, but I'm sure it will come forward later. The engraving on my 44 Magnum is so sexy. I once had a woman flirt with me just for the pistol.
Alright, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better
Smooth skin.
I'll sure
Is this
be
a
watching
ghoul
you.
we're talking to?
God, but are you ugly. Get upstairs and talk to Jason.
Hey, you're
before
not
he
a
gets throw
ghoul.
up just from looking at you. Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin.
Smooth skin, your
They won't
skin looks
work
pretty
on
smooth to
Jason
me.
either. Stop wasting my time, Smoothskin. Go waste Jason's.
He doesn't look like a ghoul to me, but does he look like one to you guys? A feral ghoul comes in from behind us. I guess their security isn't as top-notch as they once had hoped. But we put it down quite quickly. We hear what appears to sound like an old-fashioned air-breathing machine. And here we find Jason Bright. The Bright Wackos. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean the Bright Brotherhood. He appears to be having some issues with the door.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete
What's the great journey?
We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the great journey
Tell
were
me
nearly
more about
complete
these demons.
when the demons appeared. The demons appeared from nowhere, except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees
Odd.
the air shimmering like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us, but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the great journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly
You say one of the demons
insurmountable
raved at
obstacle.
you?
Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside, Guarantees of safety should we stay locked away. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Since then, silence.
I'll take care of these
Will you drive away the
demons for you.
Praise the Creator. Bless you, Wanderer. Bless us all. As soon as the underground has been rid of demons, preparations for the great journey.
We head out, and as you can see, we're dealing with Nightkin, not demons. Such a foolish leader. I get completely lost in this lovely facility. We continue to explore the facility to ensure there's no more feral ghouls, lest they be a threat to our operations in this sector.
Hello.
We head up a stairwell to find ourselves right where we came in at. Okay, so we're gonna jump down this stairwell. We're gonna head out the door. We're gonna head out another door. There's a lot of doors. I wish the bombs would have hit the doors. We crouch down to engage our red sight, part of our elite riot gear. So that way we may be able to see. Before we enter, I decide to use the stealth boy, one of the many we have looted from the Nightkin and other places, to ensure that these Nightkin do not spot us. They are quite formidable. We rush directly to where their leader is.
What's that, Antler? We have a visitor. An
This guy is
assassin.
insane.
I say kill it, Antler, for safe's sake. Hmm? Okay, Antler, I'll ask. Hi, human.
I came on behalf of the ghouls upstairs.
A human who is friend to ghouls? Suspicious. You mean the ones upstairs? Antler used intercom, told them stay put, but they want to come down in basement anyways. I cannot allow.
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
really
allow.
right in the head.
Right in head like I am. They attack you on sight. Ghouls too. They crazy. Your ghoul friends have to wait until you find what Antler brought us to get.
Maybe I can help.
Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long time ago. But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't.
Why can't you search the last room? And I'll find the stealth boy stockpile for you. If you can, we'll leave this place.
Yes, Antler says we leave here as soon as we get stealth boys. Let me give you key. Antler had me lock the door. The ghoul inside, not expecting a human.
Maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's methamphetamine, but something about that guy screams heavy drug use. Jason sent me down here to get rid of the demons.
And I bet he told you it's the Creator's will for you to risk your ass instead of him, right? Well, good luck with that. I'd give you a hand, but no thanks. I may look like a corpse, but I'm partial to living.
I need to get going. What we're looking for is this information right here on this terminal. This is the notice of them retrieving some stealth boys, oddly. And this is the notice where we find out they sent the stealth boys back. I believe Oxhorn has already covered this mission on its own. But here, Hadrian decides to engage us. Harlan tries to engage us. So he must be killed. A shame, because I really liked his sense of humor. He tells some great jokes, guys. Too bad you didn't get to hear any of them. Here I engage the light bright. As you can see, it brightens up the entirety of this cell. There is no stockpile of stealth boys in this building. The stealth boys were sent here by mistake, then sent back.
But invoice note said stealth boys were here. Why can't that note be true? What, Antler? But human could be lying. Is stealing the stealth boys for itself. Oh, Antler, you trust so easy. Your lucky day, human. Antler, believe you. Nightkin will follow the new note to find stealth boys. Better be there.
And we try to pickpocket Davidson to find no such items of value, and we head out. We fire a couple of rounds just as... with light bright turned on, it disables my gun from appearing when I have it unholstered in first-person mode. God, he's ugly. The demons are gone.
Is the way clear? Praise the Creator, and bless you, Wanderer. The way is clear. I will lead my flock through the basement to the sacred site. I hope you will.
We will continue this story tomorrow. The story of the bright wackos. Once again, I want to give credit to where it is due. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers and followers on Twitter, at Attack on Yarn, Alexa, and at Mdova1. You guys are amazing. You've done some great stuff for the channel, and I applaud you. Thank you very much.